Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. And this is Steady Serving Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, KSAP. Hey, did the Gamecocks fall off? More after these messages.
Yeah, they're my own. You say but
the AP poll top 5 rankings. Number 1, UConn. Number 2, Texas. Number 3, the Gamecocks. That's right, South Carolina. Number 4, UCLA Bruins. Number 5, the LSU Tigers. Did the Gamecocks find failure? Finally going downhill in a slump, along with UCLA. Listen, I beg to differ. Everyone knows. Same repetition of last year. We split with Texas because Texas is a high-ranking team. They are undoubtedly, no doubt, that Texas is a tough team to beat and to play. But the question is, did the Gamecocks, by them losing by 2 points, fall off of where they used to be in prominence? Well, I beg to differ because we have acquired new players and a somewhat new system, because the old system was fit for those players that graduated and went on into the WNBA. Therefore, Dawn Staley always evolves in a systematical way. Now that she has a good backcourt with Taniyah Latson in an overachieving backcourt that can put up a lot of points when she's able and ready to. At any time, Taniyah Latson can take over a game. We already know that. But now, having Medina Oncat actually added to this offensive slot in the front court, along with Joyce Edwards, I don't see that it'll be a problem. But, a lot of people say, well, Bro Claude, the bench ain't that. Well, wait a minute. Let me eat. I'm just trying to tell you that matters nothing when it comes into the later part or the latter part of the season. The Gamecocks is on schedule, what they do always and every year. Does it matter that they lose in a tourney? Yes, it does. I'm not going to cap. So this is what I will say. It matters to who you lose to and how much you lose by. That also matters. And then again, once I set principle on what you guys are looking at, when it comes to the Gamecocks in particular game, you're looking at a new type of format with a new adjustment, again, with a brand new player that's been put into a situation of her becoming the leader of the pack, not only because she's one of the top scorers, which this has been Taniyah Latson's thing. That Latson's thing from the beginning of her coming into college in her career. So naturally, as a senior, and then along with Raven Johnson, them being the guards up top, you already know the continuity between them two will already mesh and gel. But we go on to the front court and the wing with Tessa Johnson, of course, being the 3-point onslaught. And then, of course, Tessa has more responsibility on this team than she had in prior times. So the adjustment of her becoming a starter And of course, her becoming a dependable wing is on her, and the pressure is there on the team to continue to have Tessa Johnson evolve along with the already dynamic backcourt that they have in Raven Johnson, Taniyah Latson, and then, of course, Tessa Johnson being on the wing, Medina Alcott, awesome center, and then, of course, I can't say enough to the undeniable and reliable Joyce Edwards. Unbelievable play that Joyce Edwards has started off this season. I think that the Gamecocks is all right. Now, have they fallen short? Yes, I cannot lie. They fell short because why? They lost the game to Texas. But it is a sequence and a consequence of them losing. Now, we know that in these practices, Maddie McDaniels has been implemented back into the backcourt, of course, being able to come along and come back to play and give Raven Johnson some relief at point guard. But also, I believe that Maddie has to also make the adjustment coming off the bench and coming back from whatever, made the digression and the time that she had off. Hopefully the implement of her coming back will be stronger and better. And of course, the team was thrown off just a little bit. You could see in prior games also that Maddie mattered. Yes, she did. So I would say I'm not worried about the loss. I'm not worried about the drop in the rankings. The rankings is the rankings, and we understand that Texas did a marvelous thing over the weekend. They beat the number 3 and the number 2 seed to earn that spot. So therefore, you cannot deny Texas in the way that they handled the weekend of the Thanksgiving holidays. Very, very special. They handled it with intensity and intentional actions in beating both the higher ranked teams than themselves. And they got rewarded as being number 2. But more after these messages. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get you in some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, and win some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry. Get every pick right and win some much-needed cash. Use promo code STEADYSERVN and receive $1,000 bonus in cash. Now that it's football season, follow Steady Serv'n ENT as I share my picks. Pick players, choose the amount, win money, make picks, win cash. Thanks, Underdog Fantasy, for your partnership with us, and thank you for using the promo code STEADYSERVN on Underdog Fantasy. Well, I would say this. Everybody calm down. Calm down. It's not as bad as it looks. A lot of people was like, well, bro, Claude, the bench ain't, the bench ain't looking good. Where are they going to get the points from? I don't think that the bench that they had, last year is the bench that they have this year. Of course not. But why would you worry about something that's just a minor adjustment? And where would the points come from? The points will come from the bench as it always came from the bench, and the way that Dawn Staley always had this team organized. I don't think you guys really understand that Dawn Staley has the formula, she has the sauce, and she knows exactly what she's doing. It says, wow, there's still a lot of basketball to be played this season. The South Carolina Gamecocks women college hoops team clearly still has a lot of work and development to do if they're to realize their NCAA championship aspirations this season. The Gamecocks finished the 2023-2024 season with a perfect 38-0 record, which concluded with the beating Caitlin Clark, and the Iowa Hawkeyes in the 2024 NCAA National Championship game. Then Don Staley's squad began the 2024-2025 season with 5 straight wins before falling to the UCLA Bruins. While this early season loss raised a lot of alarms around the Gamecocks program, if only because the team hadn't experienced defeat in so long, losses like these happen against other great teams. South Carolina responded in that loss and the several other defeats they suffered in the regular season by advancing all the way to the 2025 NCAA game championship game, where they were ultimately beaten by UConn Huskies. This is why South Carolina fans shouldn't be too concerned about the team's 66-64 defeat to the Texas Longhorns that occurred on November 22nd. While this loss might sting a bit more than non-conference losses the Gamecocks were handed last season, the bottom line is that there's plenty of time for Don Staley to right the ship and make this defeat a distant memory. I concur. And I also know that Don Staley has to take her team. This is just her way and her method of taking her team through the gauntlet. And by her choosing and to take her team through the gauntlet and battle testing her team, no one can tell you or say that Don Staley is scared of any smoke. So therefore, while the other teams have a smooth sailing ride all the way to January, February, Don Staley said we're going to be battle tested, we're going to be better, and we're going to be better than most because we have went through the adversities of these conference teams that we're going to play all the way through to get to the Natty. So if you think that it's a fall off for the Gamecocks, you let me know. Or if you think that the Gamecocks can prevail and go and play for their Natty once again with the team that they have currently, let me know this in the comments. And please, please be fair. Keep the main thing, and don't be messy. Listen, I also want you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel helps this channel prevail and get stronger and stronger in helping me accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish here in communicating with you guys, of course, throughout the rest of the season with the Gamecocks and that's right, NCAA women's sports. I just think that this channel right here, you should be a member of. Come on and get some of the perks that it's coming for you this season. And guess what, y'all? It's a beautiful thing. And I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do. And I thank you for what you will do. And as always, I leave as I came with another banger. Yeah, man, I appreciate each and every last one of you guys. And I really, really thank you for showing me love the way you guys have been doing.
Yeah.